Alright, so we went over the one above that was doing the ones on the lines, and then I'll disable that for right now. Now I'm going to show you one with surfaces. So basically this is a planar surface. If I preview that, you just get a flat surface right there. And then I create another surface for the base. So basically I get the area of that, and then I scale the first surface, right, by a certain amount, so I can control kind of, where that surface is on the offset equally. And then I divide that little surface down there with little points. And so you can divide it, however you want, and also make it larger and smaller, right, however you want to do it. Okay. And then what happens from that point is we put the polygons on the points. So we get the points, right, and we get polygons, and we put the polygons on the points. And then we kind of go through our machinations of the polygons. Now, all that stuff I did up here, you could apply it down here if you wanted to as well. I've just kept this one pretty simple, so let's get rid of that one. It's a little confusing. So, here's the first polygon. Here is the move in the Z direction and the offset. So if I go to preview, there's like a second polygon, right? And then if I go to this last one and do a preview, there's the next polygon, right? So these are a little bit more uniform. You could go in and use this method here and get a variation in them if you wanted to. And then of course this pulls it right to the surface. So that surface that I created here, I created using an image. So in the other one I just used the Rhino soft select, but if I go to preview here, I have a point, and it samples this image and then moves these points up in the Z based on the image. So you can see it starting to jiggle those around if I unpreview those, right? And then it draws NURBS curves through that, right? So you get kind of these curves running through it, and then you loft between them, right? So you get a loft, and let's just turn all that off. And then of course the same process that we've been going through before. The loft is the surface, and that pulls all of the polygons up to the top. You can see them kind of waving around, right? And then we entwine them. So if you take a look, it takes the original polygons, and if we look at the panel, whoops, wrong thing, panel, right, we're getting 1, 2, 3 groups of 12, right? And we flip it and get our 12 groups of 3, and then we loft them, right? And so you're getting your sort of a more regular loft here. You could even jitter these if you wanted to, or you could put a more complex surface down here, however you wanted to do that. But that's just kind of two options. If you have something specific you want to do, we can work on that. All right.